They're off and racing. She's My Hedge Fund misses it and is left at the back of the field. Legit Boss blasting to an early lead as they head toward the 5 furlong point. It's Legit Boss in front of She's a Mirage. Right there in third, that's All for Love racing in fourth. About 5 lengths off the lead, that is Fred the Great. Then behind Fred the Great, Life is Life. Then comes a Brown Skin Girl, and hopelessly out of it at the moment, that She's My Hedge Fund. They've gone past the 4 and head toward the 3, and it is Legit Boss on a 3/4 of a length lead from She's a Mirage racing in second as they pass the 3. Hustle Up and coming nicely, that is Fred the Great. Also coming on the rail, that is All for Love. About 5 lengths before we come to Life is Life, Brown Skin Girl, and hopelessly out of it, that is She's My Hedge Fund. They're at the top of the lane, and it is Fred the Great right on the rail. That's Legit Boss in between runners and coming on nicely. That is All for Love, and now All for Love points from Fred the Great, fighting back on the outside. It's All for Love in front. Fred the Great trying to get to All for Love, but All for Love driven out. It's All for Love traveling nicely at the end, and All for Love goes on to win by maybe 3.5 lengths from Fred the Great in second. Then comes Legit Boss, and running on for fourth, that's Brown Skin Girl. They're off and racing. Very good break for all. As closest to us, that's a Grecian Light right there too. That's El Rapido. Right in the middle and prompting easily, that's the Princess Somali over on the far side and attacking across. That's Motivate Me Baby. So Motivate Me Baby, El Rapido are up on the front end right against the rail. That's Grecian Light right in the middle and quite prominent. That's Princess Somali. Just on the far side of those, that's Skem, and racing at the back, Medusa. They coming to the 2 furlong point, and it's El Rapido on that lead. El Rapido, Motivate Me Baby, is hustled up and asked for more, but it is still El Rapido on that lead. Motivate Me Baby also coming for that Grecian Light. A good-looking race, but it's still Motivate Me Baby. Grecian Light is coming forward, and now Grecian Light as it's the front. It's Grecian Light that goes on to win from Medusa. Then comes El Rapido and Princess Somali. Ready for a start. They're off and racing. Shrewsbury Norm steps a bit slowly, and he's left at the back of the field as they head toward the 6 furlong point on the course. It is She's My Friend, narrowly on that lead, being chased by Prissy as they pass the 6. 3 lengths away before we come to Fly Messenger Fly, and racing at the back of the field, that's Shrewsbury Norm. The entire field covered by about 5 lengths as She's My Friend takes them past the 5 in that lead. Prissy racing in second, right there in third, that Shrewsbury Norm creeping up. Waited with in fourth, that is a Fly Messenger Fly. They're at the half mile and heading toward the 3, and it's She's My Friend on that lead, about 3/4 of a length in front of Prissy. Now She's My Friend ekes out a length in front of Prissy. They're 5 lengths in front of Shrewsbury Norm, and racing at the back of the field, Fly Messenger Fly. They're going to come into the lane shortly, and the order is still the same. She's My Friend, Prissy chasing all the while. Here comes Shrewsbury Norm out wide, left at the back of the field. That's Fly Messenger Fly. She's My Friend still in front. Prissy begins to come forward. It's She's My Friend trying to repel Prissy. She's My Friend kicks again. Prissy has no answer coming to the furlong pole. It's She's My Friend, and Jerome Innes beginning to get out of the grasp of Prissy. Prissy trying hard though, but will only be second best, or maybe Shrewsbury Norm will be second, but it's She's My Friend from pillar to post by 5 lengths. Prissy second, then comes Shrewsbury Norm and the Fly Messenger Fly. They're off and racing. Power from Above is marginally left at the back of the field. Antarctica now goes for that lead. So Antarctica, hustled up on the inside of Antarctica, that is California Gold. Watching them from third, that's Awesome Anthony, right behind Awesome Anthony, about 4 lengths behind Awesome Anthony. That's Cookie Day Night. Then come recovering, that's Power from Above and Brown Skin Girl sharing last. They go towards the 6 and making the runnings. Antarctica just about a length on a piece in front of California Gold racing in second. 3 lengths away as they pass the 6. That's Awesome Anthony. Another 5 or 6 lengths before we come to Cookie Day and Night, Brown Skin Girl. And left at the back of the field, that's Power from Above. They head toward the 5, and Antarctica still in front. Now goes on by about 2.5 lengths in front of racing in second, California Gold. Another 2.5 or maybe 3 to Awesome Anthony. another 4 to Brown Skin Girl. Then comes up Cookie Day and Night and still racing at the back of the field as they pass the 4. That's Power from Above. It's their Indian files as they come to pass towards the 3, and it is Antarctica still with that lead, about a length and a half in front of California Gold coming forward. Also coming on, that's Awesome Anthony, Brown Skin Girl, and beginning to make a run now. That's Power from Above, the favorite there at the top of the lane, and Antarctica still has that lead. California Gold, here comes Power from Above, making eye-catching progress on the outside, and it's now a Power from Above that hits the front. Also coming on, that's Awesome Anthony. They're at the furlong pole in the Valbert Marlowe Memorial Cup, and it is Power from Above is in front, but here comes Brown Skin Girl trying to get to Power from Above, but Power from Above is too strong, and Power from Above goes on to win by 3. Brown Skin Girl is second, then comes Awesome Anthony, and finishing third, that's the front runner, Antarctica. All in locked away, 5 furlong straight is the trip. Best of luck if you're closing all your wagers. They're off and racing. KP Choice gets a good start in the middle. Joyce Golden hacking across from that one run is already in the middle. So Joyce Golden, KP Choice. Right there too, that's a press conference. Freedom Street is also in the mix, posing already closest to us and rubbing the rail. Over on the far side, Laban is racing quite prominent. Also there, that is No More Deals. And over on the way on the far side, that is One of a Kind. So Laban in the middle, right there too, Joyce Golden, what going down. Also coming around, that is KP Choice, but it is Laban closest to us on the rail. That is Joyce Golden. Laban out in the middle, could have the overall lead. Also coming on, that's KP Choice, but Joyce Golden is really full of foot. It's Joyce Golden, looks to have them off their legs. Joyce Golden in front. They're all chasing in vain, and Joyce Golden will close the weekend card, the Guinness weekend card. Joyce Golden beat Fred the Great. Then comes press conference. Bang up for fourth. Could be Freedom Street, KP Choice, and Laban going by together.
7.5 furlongs, they're off. Fly Messenger Fly just a bit tardy. So John took off quickly. There goes Storm in between horses. Provocativa is right there too. Right on the tail end of that group, it is Burn Notice, these 4 in a very tight clump as they make their way down the back stretch. A gap of 5 lengths opens up to on the rail Fly Messenger Fly, and Classical Orb just overtaking Fly Messenger Fly as they leave the 6. They share last. Down the back stretch they go. They make their way to the half mile, and Provocativa ekes out a half a length advantage. Burn Notice is chasing as they leave the 5. In behind them, chasing them, that Storm. These 3 separated by maybe a length and a half as they go driving now past the half mile, and the pace will pick up. So John races up next. A gap to Classical Lord under the pump but going nowhere, and Fly Messenger Fly left dead at the back. They make their way passing the 3. They're about to go now toward the 5/16th, and Provocativa has eked out a 4-length lead. Here is Burn Notice now under the pump and in pursuit. Storm is also shaken for run. So John down against the rail. Classical Orb and Fly Messenger Fly totally out of it as they're at the top of the lane, and it is Provocativa in charge. Shane Richardson, he's looking to notch a double as they approach the furlong pole. Burn Notice is 5 or 6 lengths back on the outside, so John is down against the rail, but they've left the furlong pole behind, and it is Provocativa out in front. Provocativa charting the course inside the final 16th. They're not going to catch Provocativa. Burn Notice and Sir John trying their best, but it's not good enough. Provocativa by 5 or more. Burn Notice second. Sir John is third. Storm is fourth. Starter ready. They're off. First start, Gilbert, just a bit awkward, misses it. Sugar Daddy has speed, shows it. Alexa's Lodge and Mrs. Lindhurst chasing. Money Market is also running fast. A Digital One is racing toward the outside as they leave the half mile and make their way into that turn. Sugar Daddy leads up from Money Market and a Digital One. Alexa's Lodge backing out in fourth. Mrs. Lindhurst and Big Argument come next. Burlap is the one running the rail as they go blasting past the 3, overtaken by Oasis Jack. Rambling Rose is there. as they make the way now. Great Wayne toward the outside, and Nika Bell is next, and Gilbert toward the back, but it's Sugar Daddy battling Money Market up front. These two eye to eye on the rail. Digital One now asked to close under the right hand stick, but Money Market now grabs the lead from Sugar Daddy. Digital One now trying to make a race of it. It is a Money Market leaving the furlong pole now. Here is Digital One kicking in on the inside after Burners switched on, and Digital One begins to come away from them in the Trevor McKenzie. It's Digital One and Radish Roman taking it from Money Market. Oasis Jack may have snatched third, close between Burlap and Alexa's Lodge.
They're off on racing, not a bad start. Marginally left at the back of the field, that's a race car. As a Bootylicious pole position one, Chocomoch tracking on the outside, Rejected Raja as they pass the four. Then comes Freedom Street, Money Market tacking on to those. Also there, that's Laban. Then comes Life is Life and Race Car left at the back of the field. Bootylicious bouncing on a 3 lengths lead in front of Chocomo, chasing hard. Money Market trying to cut the corner and gain some ground, but Bootylicious is not for catching. Bootylicious at the top of the lane kicks away by 3, 4, maybe 5 or maybe more, but this looks over. As soon as they enter the straight, Bootylicious gets it into gear, and Bootylicious is kicking away from these, running on encouragingly Money Market, but only for second. Bootylicious, Oman Drive, Bootylicious by about 7 lengths. Money Market is second, Chocomo third. Laban runs on to be fourth.
They're off for the Typewriter Cup. Laban slowest to leave the gates. Press Conference takes off quickly along with I Realize, and I Realize gets the lead from Press Conference as they make their way running toward the 6. I Realize opens up 2 lengths. Baby Like now shuffling down into second. Laban on the rail. Press Conference out wide. Money Miser and Sister and Treasure races a team. Then Gilbert on the inside. Tigre Express in the blue racing down. Just about 9 or 10 lengths separates that group. Burn Notice and March and Shoot come next. All for Love in the white as they leave the 5. Sunny T and Chippy on the outside of Conundrum, and Positive ID doing nothing positive at the moment and a long way last. They're about to arrive at the half mile. Laban battling for that lead up front as they charge away now toward the final 3. I Realize moving down on the outside, and it is Laban and I Realize who battle for that lead. Press Conference now beginning to gobble them up, getting closer with every stride. A break back to Money Miser, Sister and Treasure and a Baby Like race together. Gilbert has made some good progress, but they're coming into the lane. Laban stepping just off the rail. I Realize in between horses, and Press Conference down on the outside on the rail. That's Money Miser now asked to close. Sister and Treasure looking for room in between horses. 5 spread across the track. Press Conference is racing on the extreme outside. Over on the rail, that's Money Miser and Sister and Treasure. It's Money Miser and Sister and Treasure in a battle royale as they're inside the final 16th. This is a Typewriter Cup, and Sister and Treasure will prevail in the end over Money Miser. Burn Notice, Laban could be Press Conference over Baby Like.
They're off and racing. That's a good start. Coming up on the outside, that's Baby Like. Gets a flyer on the outside. Fly Messenger flies right there too. Then comes Whiskey, March and Shoot, Rainsville, and left at the back of the field early. That's Line of Ekati. They make their way toward the 6 furlong point, and it is making the runnings. Baby Like bouncing easily on that lead. A length and a tail in front as they pass the 6. Of Fly Messenger Fly racing second, 3/4 of a length in third. That's Whiskey. 2.5 lengths before we come to March and Shoot and Rainsville traveling as a team, and another 3 before we come to Line of Ekati. They're past the 5 and head toward the 4, and it is Baby Like easily on that lead, passing the 4.5, heading to the 4. Baby Like in front, traveling easily on the outside of Baby Like, and now joins. That's Fly Messenger Fly. Baby Like in front of Fly Messenger Fly. Then comes Whiskey. Then comes on the rail, that is Rainsville. Then comes on the outside, that's March and Shoot. And still at the back of the field, Line of Ekati. They're passing the 2.5 furlong point, and it is Baby Like. Tested on the outside by Fly Messenger Fly. Also coming on, that's Whiskey. It's Baby Like now, kicks once again from Fly Messenger Fly. Whiskey on the outside, and Rainsville coming on, but Baby Like has turned them back so far, coming to the furlong pole, still in front by 2 lengths. Baby Like on Lil Mullins trying to get to the D's, but Fly Messenger Fly begins to come once again, but Baby Like has not for catching today. Baby Like begins to pull away, and Baby Like on Lil Mullins take care of business here in the fourth. In front of Fly Messenger Fly, then comes Rainsville and Whiskey.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.